Hello, and welcome to the Gers TV. My name's Si Leslie.
And I'm Sandra Gemmell. Glad you could join us, guys.
Welcome back, Sandra. How's things,
Good
alright?
to be here. Good.
Oh, good. So don't worry,
Good.
Gordon will be along later on as well before we get to where's Gordon comments.
She's back, so Gordon's here.
That's it.
That's it.
Gordon's in a cupboard. Guys, massive week for Rangers, possibly the biggest week in our lives. With the European game coming up, the semi-final on Thursday night. We played Celtic at the weekend and we played in Europe. But before we start, we'd like to mention tonight our show is in dedication to Rangers kitman, the legend that was Jimmy Bell, who passed away today, aged 69. We've got a wee corner screen there. Normally we've got our sponsor AG Roofing and Cladding, but we've had to take the picture off for Jimmy tonight. There's thousands of tributes coming in. We'll not read them all, we'll be here all night doing it, but tonight's show is dedicated to Jimmy Bell.
Sorry, I'm just
No, that's
trying
all right.
to do my sharing, right?
So guys, I'll try and read some of the comments out.
Right, while here I'm doing
The
this.
majority of the show we're going to talk about the game leading up, the lead up to the match on Thursday night. The Old Firm game, we'll do a wee 10-minute chat on that, as well as that, your memories of Jimmy Bell. If anybody wants to post any in or give us a wee call later on, that would be great. Let us know you can hear us okay as well. Could be a bit of messing about in the studio last minute there. And if you could share the page for us, that would be great. The more people that share, the more people watch, the better we become. We're nearly 200 people, so now one person shares it now, we're at 200, which is a great number live. Any football on the night, if you let us know the result of the scores as they come in, we'll update the fans as well on other teams, and we'll talk about everything that involves the famous Glasgow Rangers.
Right, thanking you.
Right, I'm not going to, but no ignorance, there's just too many comments regarding Jimmy that people can read, but everybody's sending their regards to his family, obviously. It really was a sickener reading it this morning, but I've heard a few comments, like the last goal I seen was Salika scoring at Celtic Park.
That's right.
I think he'd have fond memories, and I think he would want the game to go ahead Thursday night and Rangers to go and get a win, without a doubt. The biggest tribute I would give him is, if somebody can correct me here, they might know a different answer, but how many, like for example, pick Aberdeen or Dundee United, could you name the kitman?
Anybody else? No, not even Celtic.
I can't name the kitman of any other team in the world. I genuinely can't. So that's how high he's been held. That people,
he's been there 30 years, Si.
Been there 30 years.
30 years. And apparently he drove the bus first.
He did.
He drove the team bus first.
He used to drive the Loudon bus. The old days when Jackie Clark ran the bus, I believe. And then he moved up to the Rangers team bus, where he became friends with Souness. Souness trusted him, and then Souness gave him the opportunity to work with Doddy Suter, who was getting older at the time, and helped Doddy. And after that, the story becomes, we all know, he becomes the kitman. Massive Rangers man, massive loss to Rangers in Scottish football. And the Liverpool game's on as well tonight. The game's on the now, it's 2-1 now. Glad to see you back, Sandra.
These glad to see me back. Glad to be back, guys. Glad to be back. I like that one. Celtic can't even name their kitman.
But it's probably true.
No, I know. In fact, I think they even had a song about him, remember?
Writing songs, as much as it's discussing some of the things we're saying about him, it's a tribute that they hold him in that high esteem, because I would never comment on anybody's kitman. I just don't see the point. But
everybody knows Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Bell was a legend. And the players had great testaments to him. I'm going to try and read some of the testimonials that were on Facebook and YouTube today, if I get a chance to find them all. I'm going to do Giovanni Van Bronckhorst first of all. I'm devastated to learn of the sad passing of my friend and colleague Jimmy Bell. I had a special relationship. I loved being around him, both as a player and subsequently as a manager. He was hard-working, dedicated and selfless Ranger who epitomised everything of our great club stands for. He will be sorely missed by everyone at Rangers. I send my thoughts and prayers to the Bell family at this difficult time. As I say, there's loads of the players that put their thoughts up as well. We'll try and read some of them later on.
And it says Jimmy's first row of the bus was at Clydebank, was to Clydebank. Let's see, that's Jimmy first row of the bus to Clydebank.
I think he means the first game.
First game, I think so.
Some tan. Now the other compliments are coming in as well.
It's cause I'm back, Si.
Aye, she's been away for a couple of weeks, but she is back. As I said, guys, the sponsors AG Roofing and Cladding, they're normally in the corner there, got that right. But as a mark of respect, I think everybody will be happy that we put Jimmy Bell up there for a wee change. as a mark of respect. We're going to talk about the matches in a minute, and we'll do predictions as well, and we'll be opening up the calls. Guys, massive numbers tonight. We're up at 200 people watching live. Can we get another share? Everybody,
keep sharing for us, guys. Get us out there. Thanking you.
A lot of new faces. Let us know where you're watching from as well, because it's important that we know where you're watching from. And a wee reminder, we have the members page out now opened. We get rid of the stars, and that's a link to it. I'm not going to carry on ranting about it. If anybody wants to be a part of it, you get the chance.
Please be a part of it and help us out, guys.
You get a chance to win the Scott Arfield jersey, which will be but we're drawn next week. And after it's drawn, lovely comment. After it's drawn, somebody will win it, and then we'll have a new prize set up. And if you're already a patron, you're already in the competition for the new ones, and it's going to be fantastic pictures that were on display at our dinner. So the people at our dinner know how great they were. Last thing I'm going to ask is, somebody just mentioned
I know, I've just seen it too.
Told you to remind me. People are getting
got a ticket for the ballot Europa final.
So they're getting the good news and the bad news tonight.
All at the one time.
For the neutral section of the Europa final. Obviously we're not in the final yet, but we're optimistic. Very optimistic. Let us know if you got a ticket, if you didn't get one, but let us know if you got one. The good news, one of the guys who got one, and what level do you get? Do you get the big one at 140, 50 euros, or the bottom one? Let us know if you got a ticket.
Hello there, Susie Booth, all the way in Liverpool. I bet you're watching with your dad, are you? Lynn Brown.
A lot of new names up as well, which is great.
Dave for Rob Royston.
Can we win a night out with Sandra? Good to see you back in the Bristol bar.
Can we win a night out? Great to see you back. Thank you, guys, honestly.
There's one for Big Rap picking in. He's seen the ball hit the net via the animals now. Let's do him proud and be Germans.
I think that would be a fantastic tribute to him, wouldn't it?
Aye, I think the thing about Rangers is, I'm not want to go on about other clubs, but we've seen games being cancelled and things like that when it should never have been done to take people's advantage. Rangers and guys like Jimmy Bell are staunch. They were staunch. They believe that you basically have your minute silence, then you carry on regardless, and you honour the club in any way you can. The biggest honour is the Rangers basically to get there and do their very best. Even the worst case scenario, if we don't win the game on Thursday night, if they give it their all, I think that's all we can ask for.
Gordon's not had his P45. Yes, coming,
no,
guys.
He's on his way, he's jogging.
I think I can hear him in the studio.
He won't be long. He makes more noise than Santa Claus.
Right, I'm living for a ticket for Thursday. Daryl McMillan.
He's living.
I'm living for a ticket.
I think he's looking for a ticket for Thursday, guys.
Right, hello from West London, loyal Raymond Hunter.
And Paul Sargent's came in as well.
Hello there, Paul. How are you doing?
How you doing? Antrim here, Jimmy Bell, loyal, Dan Leslie.
And
Motherwell. Clinton, Motherwell. And how's it going, Drew? Right. Please give a shout out to Cardiff, Brian, Loudrop, Rangers Supporters Club, and good to see you back, Sandra.
Thank you very much, Andy Graham.
We also met up with Jim Trotter today, my pal Jim.
Yes.
Your pal Jim, everybody's pal, and he's a bit better.
Hope you're watching, Jim.
Ranting away and raving away, so he's a lot better than the last couple of weeks.
There we go. Do you think there will be permanent memorial for Jimmy Bell at the club? There should be, Ross.
I think they should do something, but it's far too soon to be talking like that. I think the biggest memorial for me now would be to get, if Rangers can get to the Europa Cup final and win it, what a tribute to Walter Smith and what a tribute to Jimmy Bell. That would be the big tribute for me.
I can see us doing it, I've got a full faith in it.
Right, let's try and we'll get one more in here.
Right, do you want me to move up?
You go that way, right?
Right.
I'll go in the middle here.
Just do you like it, Si?
Just as well that was
ginger's gone and everything. There, Gordon, how you doing, mate?
Okay.
Come on in a bit, sorry.
Hi, guys. Obviously waking up this morning, very tragic news about Jimmy Bell.
Yep.
It's heartbreaking, especially for somebody, as I was saying to somebody today, managers come and go, players come and go. The one constant for the last how many decades has been Jimmy, so it's...
The other thing is, he was a fan. That's why we're taking it so badly.
Yeah, he was living his dream, and it's heartbreaking. And he was in the dugout on Sunday as well, so it must obviously we know it's just a sudden thing.
I mean, I'm not going to get into great detail, but I know a well-known Rangers fan met him. Was it yesterday for tickets? And apparently, with being a heart attack, he seemed okay. Was the information I've got, he did seem okay. He went home. And maybe went in his bed or whatever and woke up and passed away with a heart attack. But he didn't have any symptoms yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, it must be something.
So it's been a terrible shock to the Rangers family.
Without going into too much detail, something very similar thing happened to me and my family 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and when it's sudden.
You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, let's start talking football. As I said, tonight's show is dedicated to Jimmy, and he would have wanted us to carry on talking about the famous Glasgow Rangers.
Definitely.
Right, so we've got European game on Thursday night, but I think we'll just move that to we'll talk about the two European games last Thursday and this Thursday in the winner. I'll quickly play the game, the detail, the quick highlights, just only a couple of minutes, because if I play too many minutes, you try and get us banned. So it's just quickly show you the game, we'll commentate over it. So if anybody's wondering why you can't hear the game, because we're talking. Right, here it goes. Parkhead, 12 o'clock, Sunday afternoon. Game kicks off, and right for the start, I thought Rangers were outstanding for the first 10 minutes.
I would say the first 20 minutes. I thought we controlled the game for the first 20 minutes.
Studio mode. Unlucky for the start there. I think we've done everything that we never done the last time we were at Celtic Park. We never sat back, we went for the throats, and unlucky if that one goes in there, it'd have been a totally different game.
Great cross in, and he just couldn't get his foot there.
And this is a Rangers team that was badly depleted as well, you need to remember that.
And tired.
And tired, so there's no much in the first half, but that was the Japanese lad, I can't remember his name, but unlucky for Celtic. Celtic had about 2 or 3 chances in the first half, Rangers had plenty, but look at the Rangers goal here. What a move. Perfect touch, bottom corner. You can't beat that. I seen Marco Negri posting up a video.
Well.
Marco Negri posted a video, almost identical goal at Celtic Park. But you can't train that, boy. What a move. The move for the start, if you watch it again, the start to the end here.
It was great not to see, like, obviously we came out the second half and we pummeled him the whole of the second half. And you know, Sakala, I've criticised in the past. He's a great boy, great lad, but you find sometimes his final effort
no
can
good,
which has been a criticism.
To be fair, look at this, been that.
The wee dink for Kent
there. He has got some sprint on him, but his finish wasn't all together.
But he's got loads to learn, the young boy. But the wee dink for Kent there just sends him a wee bit.
Great move.
I heard a few people criticising Celtic's goalkeeper. I don't think he had a chance.
No,
I think with the pace of that, I don't think he's got a chance. And then we go straight back for it again. At this point in the game and onwards, Rangers should have finished them off. We were unlucky, but I tell you what, a lot of people, I think the Celtic support thought they were coming for a party.
Yeah, I know.
3 or 4 goals.
That's great strength.
He hits that post with some power.
It's just so unlucky. Aye, but that one is just so unlucky. But the skills of the lad's brilliant.
If you look here, he's out muscling their defence. He's a kind of slight lad. Do you know what I mean?
He is.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that was a great save there. And I said Rangers kept pummeling him and going for that. If Rangers had see if we had got the second goal, Celtic Park would have emptied. You could hardly hear them. They never made a noise most of the game. I think that they're worried about Thursday night more than the Germans are. And look at that chance here.
I was like, to be fair, good save for the keeper in the first instance. Probably should have done better the second attempt there. But again, it's
should have scored that. With the 2 chances, we should have scored that. But a great ball in. Stephen Wright. Scott Wright. Great ball in. It should have been finished. You've got to ask yourself how he's missed that. I think side fitting it was the wrong choice. I think he should have bluttered it. And then here we go. Last chance of the game. Or last big chance of the game.
Chance, yeah. Again, great
what a
run.
ball. Look at the ball for Arfield.
And he does so well. And then
everything right. And I think 7 times out of 10 that goes in. Maybe 8 times out of 10 it bounces in.
Do you think Sandra Sai should have went across the keeper there? Or think he went in the near post right? Or think he should have went across the keeper?
I personally think he done everything right and it was unlucky. However,
maybe if I used the other's foot either. I don't know.
I mean, look how. I mean, you have to be honest here. Look how close that is.
I know, bang on post.
Can he get much closer?
Bang on post.
And that would have been the difference. So let's get this back again. Studio mode. So it's a wee bit better. We can talk about it as well whilst we're watching it. Just for people that's been away, if you've missed it. And transition. Then there's our faces back again. Aye. So guys, let us know what you thought of the game.
Yep.
As I said, I thought Rangers were dominant for most of the game. They were in the game for about 20 minutes. Other than the 20 minutes, Rangers showed basically that we handed them the title. We should have. We should be top of the league now. The only thing that really angered me in the game, before I forget to mention it, was when you look at the cup final. Was it 2 weeks ago? Semi-final, sorry, 2 weeks ago. Celtic get 5 minutes added on and 15 minutes of play.
I know.
The total injury time on Sunday. If you take the first half,
bang on.
2 minutes and 1 second.
2 minutes and 1 second.
On, yeah.
2 minutes and 1 second.
But even at half time, it was bang on. Do you know what I mean?
It was.
Everybody I've spoke to said the same thing. If Sakala had scored that goal, you would have been looking at 6 or 7 minutes added on.
I know. I know.
How do these games? How do they work these times out? Because every time I ask, nobody knows the answer. Where did only 2 minutes added time come from?
There's supposed to be 30 seconds per substitute.
Per sub, there was 9 subs.
Well, obviously, I mean, if you're doing two at a time, then let's just say there was 3 different substitutions, right?
Right.
Okay, that's a minute and a half. Then you've got a goal, which is half a minute to a minute, depending on celebration going overboard.
Yep.
So that you're talking a minimum of 3 minutes.
Yeah, and as soon as it could blow the whistle, they blew it. It just makes you ask that question: why does at the time only seem to be added when Celtic need to score a goal? It's evident. It's been completely evident this season that they get Ross County the 7 minutes added on and they scored in the 8th minute of the 7 minutes added on, which was incredible. But it seems to be happening on a regular basis. Back to the football side, as again, I don't think any Rangers player had a bad game. I see that the honours have been given out and it's a kind of clean sweep with Celtic for who won the Player of the Year and things like that, which I find astonishing because Calvin Bassey, in my opinion, has been better than anybody for the level of commitment he's played in.
Yeah, another side of the park, you've got Tavernier, who's scored, I think, 15 goals for right back.
I know.
and you don't get that nowadays.
Not one was that even mentioned.
I know. That exactly, Sandra. Not one was even, as far as I'm aware, shortlisted.
But you know what?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it really is. You ask yourself, Rangers could be going all the way to Seville here and not one of them's getting into the Player of the Year.
I think they can do it. I have full faith.
And why would you announce a Manager of the Year before the
season's finished? I know.
When only one out of 3 trophies been decided, 1 out of 4 trophies been decided.
Did one of them even get Player of the Year as well?
They got all the awards.
They got all the awards.
That's what I'm saying. They got all the awards. It didn't sound right, but you know what? The big one for us is no one likes us. We don't care. We need to go and do the business.
What's that?
Remind me about Las Vegas as well. I need to mention that in about 10 minutes.
Vegas.
The other thing I was going to ask was we've got a few people saying that they got the messages, they got the tickets in. So
the tickets, the ballot, yes, I see they are waiting on you for.
I think it would be a great mark of respect for Rangers to put Jimmy Bell's name on his shirts for the Scottish Cup final. Are they allowed to do that? I don't know if they're allowed to do it because they've got to put your name on the back, I think. But I could be wrong with that. Big Rab's waiting in his UEFA. He put in for 140 or 100 euro tickets. Or we'll even pay €650 hospitality. It's just a case of getting there. If anyone's wanting to watch Thursday's game, please come along to the Crown and Anchor, 4755 West Spring Mountain Road, Las Vegas. That's the home of the Las Vegas Rangers Supporters Club, and you'll get a massive welcome in there, guys, to watch the game.
Hello there, Drew White.
Yep.
And somebody's Shuggy's seen it. If Kent scores, a different outcome, of course. But that was unfortunate. We didn't have a recognised striker. And we had the chances to score the goals. I mean, if Morelos had played in that game,
I still think Kent played well, but
he did. But if Morelos had played in that game, we would have won the game. No bother whatsoever. But it shows you how good a player Morelos is when he's not playing.
I know, you miss him.
You really do miss him. Sakala was at last. Player Jimmy Bell
subbed
on with a numbers board. Good point. All right, folks, from Kilwinning here. This is Dan Lanigan. Kilwinning, living in Antrim 24 years, totally gutted to hear about Jimmy today. Definitely think we deserve to win on Sunday. All over them at least 60 minutes. I agree with that. You can see the relief in the Celtic supporters' faces at the end of the game.
It was really, they were, as you said a minute ago, they were expecting a party, and you know, it's just frustrating because see, looking back, there was that spell, that 4 or 5 week spell into January into February where we didn't win a game, 4 away games in a row. You know, we drew or lost.
It hampered us, entirely hampered us. And when you look back, Rangers were without doubt a better team, without doubt. However, if they go in and win it, then they've deserved to win it because we've sat back.
See, at the end of the day, if you win the league, you win the league. You deserve to win it. It's a 38 game.
But it's not completely over yet. Anyway, a few people saying hello, blah blah blah. I'm not wanting to.
Hello, missed yous all. Well, missed yous all. Hello there, Margot Buddy. Marion, thanks for texting me, thank you. And Donna Robertson, thanking you. The
Old Firm game cost Rangers a season. Mark's meaning the 3-0 game, obviously. Was it?
That Tommy Cardona, absolutely fantastic point.
Up for an award and they might end up relegated.
that is true.
That sums up Scottish football for you.
Yeah, that is, that is such a sad thing. And, these boys might have been playing well, who knows, but at the end of the day, like, Bassey's been immense, Tavernier's been immense.
I know.
McGregor, for some of these saves, especially at the start of the season, and it was a spell where he was saving everything in Europe as well. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that,
Scottish football, in my opinion, see when you see the decisions the referees make, the time added on, the time no added on, so many decisions, and then the awards ceremonies and things like that, it's a shambles. It really is a turning into a second-rate nation. Tony Warren saying good luck tomorrow night, boys.
I know, I've seen that.
I think it's Tony's meaning Thursday because he's
Yes.
got the Hammers. He's a West Ham
Yes.
fan. I think he's just getting slightly mixed up. Can't wait for you guys to.
I think
To
you might have missed.
broadcast here.
Yeah, the reason Drew's saying that, I'm just going to
it
make a wee
Vegas?
announcement. Aye, Gers TV will be broadcasting. We'll be over in what's it they call it, Sin City.
Sin City.
We'll be
City
over
of
in
Sin.
the City of Sin. That sounds great, doesn't it? For the NASA week for the North.
First week in June.
The first week in
to the
June.
5th.
Yes.
3rd to the 5th.
The North American Rangers Supporters Association. It's going to be a week of partying, and the opening night will be in the bar. What's the name of the bar again? I've got to. In fact, let me read this out. Give me 10 seconds. Like you can explain what
Yeah,
we're doing.
do listen. I'm so.
Can you
Is
see
it
it?
in
Really
Planet
looking
Hollywood
forward
bar?
to
Is it Planet Hollywood?
Planet Hollywood.
That's official one, right? But I've got the
Yes.
details here, but I can't see with the glasses on.
Yeah, I didn't get a ticket, Mitch Davidson. There's quite a lot. Tonight's the final. You either get one or you don't get one tonight.
I haven't any much luck. I've
not
come
had
back
any much
with
luck,
rejected.
have you?
No, I've come
Right.
back with been rejected as
Have
well.
you?
So a couple of my friends as well. So
Right.
There's going to be a few events that we're going to be supporting over the next 2 weeks. We'll be telling you about them leaving, does the Sin City parties and that they're having. But the
Las
event
Vegas
that
Loyal.
we're going to be involved in is, here we go if I can find it.
Hello there, Betty McKenzie.
Simon, we get thousands of people all over the world waiting here. With
I
Betty
know,
and
the
Beth.
So
anticipation.
the event starts, so basically the first day of the convention is Wednesday the 1st of June. The Las Vegas Loyal Rangers Supporters Club and the Gers TV will be welcoming everyone to the all-day party. Starts at 12 o'clock, but it's on all day and night. We'll be over there welcoming the guests in, playing the tunes. We'll have some Gers TV giveaways and whatever else, but there's loads happening.
Have you booked for the week? 'Cause I
Yes.
thought it was just the weekend, but that's the first.
That's,
So
that's the
a full
Wednesday.
feet.
Yeah.
I'm going on the Monday.
Right, okay.
Yeah, all organised.
You're all organised.
It's at the Crown and Anchor, 4755 Spring Mountain Road, Las Vegas, home of the Las Vegas Loyals. There's also going to be drink specials on, so anybody that likes a wee swally, there's plenty of ways to
I
get
can't
it,
Show
baby.
you, that's it.
I cannot believe there'll be thousands of Rangers fans going to Las Vegas for a good time in a swally. I don't believe that.
So
I don't believe that.
if you're arriving in Las Vegas, you want to meet people or whatever, you want to find out what's happening for the convention or anything, that's the place to go. If you want to meet Gers TV, we'll be there as well. There'll be drink specials on, starts at 12 o'clock. Also, if anybody wants to watch Scotland, there might be some fans. The Scotland game will be shown there as well for those interested. I won't be watching Scotland, I'll just be on the booze.
You'll be watching Ukraine.
And we'll give you more information in the next few weeks about what's happening for this event. Las Vegas, the Gers TV are going to be there opening a show with a Las Vegas Loyal.
Las
We've
Can't
made
wait.
it.
Can't
There we
wait.
go. We've been working on this for a while, guys, but it gives us a chance to meet the American Rangers Supporters Club and Rangers fans from all over the world. We'll have as many goodies as possible over there. It'd be great to meet you. If you're going to Vegas, come along and see us.
Let us know.
Oh, and Brian Campbell, hello there. He's the Vice President.
Aye, there you go. It should be fantastic. It really should be a great event. Mitch didn't get a ticket in the ballot. Aye, but there's other ballots, aren't there?
Let's hope for Mitch's let's hope for Mitch's sake there is.
I'm meeting Mitch for a beer on Thursday anyway, but I might have one by Thursday.
I would say, I don't know if that was genuine concern there, Si, or not, to be honest.
No, Mitch is my pal. We're going to meet him Thursday for a beer. It's just the way you go.
not anymore, you'll know.
See this guy, Willie People, he's hitting the nail on the head here. I think a lot of the times the manager of the year and the player of the year always goes to Rangers Celtic players, normally Celtic players in the last few years. We are the people who's made a great point. Dick Campbell should have won manager of the year. If he gets a bro promoted to the SPFL, he will be the third Dick after Dick Advocate and Neil Lennon.
Blended.
It's a good joke, that, but at the same time, Dick Campbell's done a fantastic job. He's took a tiny team like a Brove, and
Took them forward.
they were really unlucky not to beat Kilmarnock last week. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Couple of weeks,
2 weeks
yeah.
ago it was.
2 weeks.
They were really unlucky, but he's built a great team, man. He's got a great support behind him now, and well done. I know he's a Rangers man as well, so all the
And
best.
they're still part-time.
They're still part-time.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a part-time club.
That's a few that said, why don't they put Jimmy Bell's name on their shirt?
There has to be. I think that, yeah. I don't see why we can't do it.
That's
Maybe
a good
they
point.
might wear
aye.
a black band with Jimmy Bell's name on it.
Yeah.
But there's loads of... What do you think we should do for Jimmy Bell? That's a better point. Let us know your ideas, what you think the club should do. All the fans. The club tend to get things wrong most times, so obviously what would the fans do? Ian Sinclair, interesting stat, guys. Joe Aribo has played a total of 63 football matches to date this season. more than any other footballer on the planet.
And not even Aribo wasn't shortlisted for Player of the Year either. And you know, I know he's not played quite as well in the last month or two, but for the first half of the season he was absolutely fantastic, and he still played okay. But
that's incredible. He's played that amount of games.
Yeah,
He's not been
good
listed. And, aye.
Yep.
He was in the Bristol on Sunday.
Darren McMillan was in the Bristol on Sunday. I think I was there myself as well. Simon was there as well. A couple
That's
of pals
not
and
like
stuff.
yous.
So no, I know.
Drinking,
Well,
were you
we
drinking?
I can remember
well,
going. I can't remember leaving.
Well, we thought we were just obviously we thought we were just going for a wee change, Sandra. You know,
Drew-
we change of scenery.
Drew's watching obviously from Las Vegas. I'd assume he's from that area. Drew, if you want, we're going to open the phone lines up in 10 minutes. If you want to give us a wee call, that'd be great. And tell us about your Rangers Supporters Club. And obviously anybody's welcome to go along Thursday night.
Partick Thistles winning 1-0 against Inverness.
Interesting.
Here we
Reply
go.
to Donna Robertson and Stephen. Somebody might read that out.
Right.
It's a Celtic supporter,
You
I think.
take
From the
Gordon.
other side of Glasgow, RIP to Jimmy. Just seen this on my newsfeed. Today's the day when the game simply matters. We're all human, and you know the day banter must be set aside and respect paid to one of your own. From one of us, and show comradeship in hard at times. You were there for us when Tommy burns, and I'm sure that all the true Celtic fans feel the same way. Here's to the last two games. Going to be a good final title rush, and good luck in the cup final. You will no doubt have a hard game. So it's a fair point, Steve. It's very
Thank
well
you very
written.
much,
So.
Stephen Spears.
What cup final? You mean in the Scottish Cup final, or do you think
Yeah.
we're going to Seville? I think he means the
He
Scottish Cup
thinks I
final.
think he knows
Yeah.
we're going to Seville.
And that's the plug, obviously, that Drew's talking about. We'll get a
Yeah.
chance. If we don't do it tonight, Drew, we'll get his own you or Jimmy on the next couple of weeks for an interview,
Yes.
so we can proper plug the whole list of events that you guys are involved in for your supporters club in
Yes,
Vegas.
it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We're really excited about it.
Rab's made a point here. This has been announced about 2 years ago. Rangers now for the Champions League. The Russians have been booted out basically. So
Russians are booted out.
aye, that's what's happened. They're not playing in it next season. So Rangers will go. This is if the league finishes the way it is just now. We need to be clear on that because obviously the league's not finished.
Yeah, it's not finished.
Rangers would go in the third round, but they would be seeded. So
Yep.
they'd have a massive chance of qualifying for the Champions League, and that would mean Celtic would have to share the money,
Right.
rather than Celtic think they're getting the 40 million. I'm not even sure the 40 million is the correct figure. However, if Rangers were to win the Europa League, I think that would change. And obviously,
go straight in,
if the
we
league
would go straight into
situation changed,
Champions League,
which
yeah.
would be hard, obviously. But that's interesting. Rab's saying,
6 of May is the final decision for...
and Rab's going to Berlin Medina and a taxi to Seville for the day. Happy hour in Las Vegas. Yep,
Margot, buddy, you're no kidding.
definitely. Cannot wait. Mitch is laughing.
Also tonight, Villarreal are playing Liverpool in Spain. Liverpool won the first leg 2-0, but if Villarreal were to win the Champions League, then I believe it would mean that Celtic don't automatically qualify for the Champions League with the coefficients. And it's currently Villarreal 1, Liverpool 0. But Liverpool are 2-1 up, so there's still a wee chance for Villarreal to come back.
So that could change again.
It could change again. And on that, what you were talking about a minute ago, Sandra and Si, regarding for next season, Rangers are now guaranteed a Europa group stage place. If we were to be unfortunate not to out in any of the qualifying, we're now guaranteed.
Because it was the
Yes.
ratings.
That's right.
Yes.
Right, good stats. Right, couple
How
of
do you
things.
think Thursday will go?
Somebody's asked a question about last Thursday there. I can't find this back yet. About the goal. Was it offside? I was at the game and I never seen it at the time, and I don't think any of the journalists seem to have seen it. For the simple reason, I thought it was a world class strike. It really was a great.
Yeah, go.
A few people saying, did we make a mistake not being top of him? If Ryan Jack was still on, I've heard that kind of stuff. I think sometimes you just have to take your hat off and say that was a great goal. Looking back, if the Rangers players had made a bit of fuss about it, I think it's possible. It depends with the player interfering with goal.
Yeah,
they were interfering with Alan McGregor's view.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know that 100% the rules on it. I think there's a possibility if it went to VAR, it might have been chopped off, but nobody seemed to claim it. So you just have to accept the fact that it scored the goal. I don't really know the rule on that. They weren't interfering with play, but they were interfering with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think that when you seen it, you didn't really think
Focus
about it
on
at
it.
all, because it was, as you say, a world class. It was a genuinely a
goal,
world class goal. But when you see it back, I think there's actually a couple of them offside, to be perfectly honest. But there is one that
Three of them's offside if they're interfering with play.
And I think one of them is quite close to McGregor, but the referee's probably seen the keeper dive, nearly get to it, and thought to himself, well, he's not been impeded then. But why not take 2 minutes to check it?
And check it and all.
Yeah, I was surprised when I seen it on the bus on the way back to Berlin. I was surprised, but I'll be honest, none of the guys I was with the boys for Perth. The boys for Perth Two Blues Rangers Supporters Club.
Yeah.
I was with them in the German end and the Leipzig end, and none of us thought it was offside. But when you look at the pictures, it did look. But again, you've got to claim. I think you've got to claim there. But it's happened. I think it's one of the ones.
At the end of the day, it was when you seen it was a world class goal, and the big thing for me, Alan McGregor didn't claim for it, and he was the one who would have been unimpeded, so he's not trying coming forward.
And I think that's why nobody else. Why not a minute's silence or clap? I think there'll be a minute's silence for Jimmy Bell. I wouldn't like to think there was a minute's clapping for somebody that's passed away. I'm totally against that. I think they get automatic qualification because the Russian teams have been banned. But a few people are saying they only get to 40 million. It's only 40 million if they win all the games in the group.
Stephen Spears.
Right.
Scottish Cup final, I still think Liz per.
He's answered that question.
Right, okay. It's going to be such a hard game as they are hard team as you guys. Missing Morelos makes a game even harder.
Yeah.
But if you guys reach Seville and enjoy the run, it's been a while since any Scottish teams have been there. Take care, folks, and stay safe.
Okay, Jimmy, fair play. Oh, sorry, to Jimmy, sorry for Jimmy Bell. Mark says to my brother Mark Leslie saying, I'm not sure if Celtic are definitely in the Champions League with Russia dismissed.
Okay, I think David McMillan's been at the same point as well, so that's probably so it's probably changed now. Where no matter what happens, they are
I think they're
champions. So that's cool. Okay, thanks for clarifying.
The only way that would change is if they didn't win the league. It'd need to be a massive overcome now. I think it looks like they're in it. Are we going to get a COVID test big and you're coughing along? Who?
Who's coughing?
I don't think I have been. I'm not really coughing to get in.
Was it me?
No, it's not me.
Somebody's coughing. I don't know. Well, I coughed now you said it.
we will replay the show later and find out.
Find who the culprit is.
Aye.
So we are the people saying VAR check all goals scored. But did they? Well, I don't know. I think I did believe that originally, but if they checked it, surely it would have been.
See, the only thing I hate about VAR even coming here is it's who's checking it.
Well,
do you know what I mean? It's just the same kind of people.
I think they were on the same German lager. I was on obviously if they think that was one side. The Russians have been banned. The winners of the SPL are now guaranteed to go straight through to the group stages, even if Villarreal win the Champions League. Right.
Yeah.
So basically, we got a few people connecting that. Two up front, McGregor was obstructing him. That's what we're saying. Tell you what, the media certainly never highlights it, but obviously the media don't see me. They don't want us to win it. That's the big thing. Partick Thistle are drawing 1-1 with Cali. That's the thing, mate. The Partick win that. Is it a playoff? Partick need to win that to come up to the Premier League. Is that right?
Well, remember, what happened a few years ago. You think you have to go through about four different games. You have to go through. But it is so. I think, and the way it works is you get third and fourth play each other. Then the winner of the third and fourth plays second, who'd be a Broth, and then the winner of that game then plays who are finished second bottom of the SPL. So it's a bit of a
So loads to happen.
Yeah. So and plus it's so rigged in favour of the SPL team because the other team, potentially Inverness Cali might have to play, 2 games and then play them, whereas they're going straight into it. So
right. Let's chat about the European game and we'll open the lines up as well if anybody wants to call in. Obviously we've spoken about the first leg. We're playing them on Thursday night. If somebody said to any of us or anybody watching that Rangers will be 90 minutes away from the Europa League final at Ibrox, and if they score 1 goal it'll go into penalties, you'd have took that against any team, even Barcelona at the start of the year. You'd have took that and you went, I'll take a bite the hand off you for it. I watched the game the other night last night. Leipzig got beat 3-1 with 10 men. It wasn't a full team they had out, you have to note that. However, they don't travel to Glasgow till some point today. I believe they'll get here tonight or tomorrow morning. It's no good preparation for them. I think Rangers have got an absolutely fantastic chance of qualifying. I think they're a better. I think that we overestimated them. I don't think they're just as good. They're a good team. I don't think they're just as good as we thought they are. I don't think they're as good as Borussia Dortmund. And I think if Rangers come out with Roof playing and we play the way we played against Braga, especially at Ibrox, Rangers will win the game. If we score the first goal, it'll be immense. And to quote the Germans last night, one of the German commentators said, "The Ibrox will be bouncing."
The Ibrox. The Ibrox.
I actually think if you look at the 2 games back, I think Braga looked at a more composed team on the ball. I think Braga caused us more problems.
Yeah.
Leipzig had a lot of the ball last Thursday, but I don't think I can't remember McGregor having made too many saves. Whereas with Braga, you know, in the first half especially, Braga could have scored 2 or 3, if I remember correctly. So I don't think we've got anything to fear. And I think there's a bit of a, you know, obviously a part of, you know, obviously what's happening today aside, footballing wise, we're on a good run, and there's a real confidence around the team right now as well, which has been missing for the last couple of months, to be fair.
Yeah, we've got to be updating the second here, guys, if you can keep chatting.
So what is your predictions for Thursday, guys?
Yep.
What is your predictions?
I'm going to go first, and I'm going to go with 1-0. And then extra time, get them on an extra time. Like I'm going to do it as actually. I think it's going to be very similar to Braga. Where
I just hope it doesn't. As long as we win, but see if he goes to penalties, I can't take it. I've twisted my back where he bounces. I twisted Mars. Yeah, my elbows, you name it. My whole body was in agony, and I'm getting too old for these. Getting too old for this bouncy cat. Up we're away again. I'm doing it again, and it's getting into penalties, and I don't know if I could cope if it goes that far. The fact you've got to say the games themselves, the entertainment that Rangers have provided for the fans, and the neutrals as well. The English have loved it watching us in Europe. I think a few people are saying 3-1 Rangers. I'll go with 3-1.
Yeah, because I think
Rangers
will score.
I think we need to score the first goal.
Yeah.
However, one thing I would appeal to the Rangers support. I don't think I need to do this, but I would appeal if they score, stick with it. Whatever the result is, don't go on anybody's back, because every one of these guys that go to see are heroes. We didn't expect to get this far.
Yep.
And just stick by the blue.
Yep, good point. And there's no, obviously, as we know, there's no away goals. So even if they score, we only need to score the 2 to get extra time. It's not a case we need to score 3. So stick with us, and you know, even if it's 0-0 with 10 minutes to go.
I'll be doing more information on this tomorrow, but just in case I forget, as I've told you, the new member site that we've got, there'll be a different prize every week. I've just been texted the wonderful Walter Smith picture. You've all seen it online. That's been painted. We're going to have a framed one available for the next draw that takes place in June. That would be.
Yes.
And the first week that will be drawn in the first week in June. So if you're a member of Gers TV, it's $2.99 per month. You'll be in the draw for it. I'll have the pictures tomorrow, but you've all seen it live on the videos because I've been promoting it for a while. But it's an absolutely outstanding.
And did you tell them once they're in it, the Gers TV, they're
you're automatically in all the draws. You
draws.
only click a link once, and that's $2.99 gets you in all the draws. So you'll be in the Scotty Arfield
and any other one that comes along.
Signed shirt, and then it'll be the Walter Smith picture. I've not got it live now, but I'll be able to put it up later on. But people have seen it. It's outstanding. The original was at the Gers TV dinner, and people. Well,
yeah, it was great feedback from it. So absolutely fantastic.
It really is a fantastic prize, guys. I'm going to open up the lines in a wee second. Gordon, what do we do when we open up the lines?
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. The Gers TV. Hit it.
And that's the lines open.
There we go. You're trying to catch me again. I'm on to your game.
So it's Kyle, my mate Kyle from Chicago, who watches Gers TV, who's called in a few times. That's him telling you to give us a call. The rules are simple, guys, and we're not breaking the rules whatsoever tonight due to the passing of Jimmy Bell. I don't want anybody coming on and saying anything that shouldn't be inappropriate. So if you don't leave the last 3 digits, no matter how many times you call tonight, you will not be on.
And the last 3 digits of the number means the last 3 digits of your mobile number, and put it on the feed.
On the screen. It must be on it if we don't know who you are. If we know who you are, it's not a problem, but especially tonight, we won't be doing that, guys. The phone number is 0141 319 5230.
2-0 Villarreal.
2-0 Villarreal. So there you go. People saying how many people say that Villarreal will not beat Liverpool?
Liverpool, I know.
I think if you watched the first leg, I managed to watch some of it, and there should have been 4 or 5 in Liverpool.
Carol, how you doing, mate?
Oh, good. A bit of bad news with Jimmy Bell, wasn't it?
Yes.
Tragic.
Yep, tragic.
Aye, but the other thing is about I'm getting a bit fed up with hearing about Sakala can't make decisions. It's bad decision making. Kent should take a wee note off him. Have a shot that's on target now and again.
Yeah.
Because every time I see Kent, the ball is curved to the back post, usually about 5 yards away.
Aye, coming away for the goals, you're right with that.
Aye.
That's the worst part of his game. He's a great player, but he's
a
certainly...
great player, but Sakala produces more in a game than Kent does.
Good point. I think Kane's a better
Sakala
player,
is
but
always-
he's I don't know. They're different type of players, I think.
Yeah, I think Sakala always tries hard.
Kent's brilliant, but final ball, he's not there really. But other thing, how did you enjoy Germany, Si?
Fantastic. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think Germany's the best European country for to visit for the football. One of the best in the world. The way they treat fans, the way they treat you like people. They don't treat you like second class citizens. They make it a fan experience. Drinking inside the ground, having a drink. I was in the end of the ground. A few of the Germans have came on Gers TV. They were fine with us. The only thing I didn't like was the walk to the ground because it's fenced off, so you have to walk miles. But Berlin, what a city! I've been twice now. What a city!
Nice. For 3 months, Si.
Aye.
When it was working.
And a lot of German Rangers fans came to watch us as well. If anybody's ever looking to go to see Rangers in any other country, I would say Germany's the place to go to. Only thing I didn't think the food was great. Other than that, fantastic trip.
Aye, you need tasting sausages. Right.
That's not what I've heard, but never mind. We'll skip over that.
Other thing, my wee grandson in Germany bought a new top today.
Right.
A Gers top.
Oh.
So I'll have to slap him if I ever get to see him again. He goes to the JD Sports.
Oh.
Right.
And that's all he can do, you know.
Aye, that's right. JD Sports are alright.
How have you not get your P45? Having a better suntan when you come back when you were away.
I was on the boozers, mate.
Living the life, Carol.
Quite right, yeah. Well, I hope you are all good. I don't... predictions. 3-0.
3-0.
3-0 for
I
Thursday.
don't want the same as the Braga game because you will become a double funeral on Southend if it goes that way again. I'm not kidding. You know, the Celtic game was easier for us.
I know.
The Leipzig game, the Braga game, it was nerve-wracking, man. Nerve-wracking.
Yeah. But it's been great.
Well written up. I mean, I don't know how I've got nerves because I start quite early with a sing song.
Aye.
You know, I've done my beard in red, white and blue.
Right.
Blue the stains. I have to buy spray paint, but you can't get white stains.
Give us a picture.
Right, good night, have a great evening.
You too, Karen.
We
are
are
indeed.
people.
Good night.
And we got a call in there. We didn't have the digits on it, so I can't
Yeah.
take it. If we don't get the digits, it's just
Yeah.
the rule. If I missed it, let
Last
me
3
know.
digits, please, guys.
So just post them in the wee Facebook comments box, and then obviously
I know,
we
because
can
sometimes
relate
people
to it.
don't know what the feed is.
I know.
Aye. So just to make it simple for anybody that doesn't understand, if you want to call, we do want to take your calls, but we need to know the last 3 digits of your phone number. For an example, our number is 0141 319 5230. So if we were calling the show, the digits would be 230.
So please post them in the comments box there.
In the comments box,
Yes.
whether you're on YouTube or Facebook.
Yep. Simple as that, guys. So please, we want to take your call because it's your show and it's your opinions that count.
But what we need to do is safeguard it by having the last 3 digits. So call us, but call us after
Call us
you've
now.
given that detail. As I'm going to put up the pictures, these the Walter Smith pictures tomorrow, you'll be blown away by them, and they're part of our new promotion, guys. Also the car stickers, I've got them here.
Oh, God, I can't reach. There we go.
Got the car stickers as well that people were asking for, finally got them in. Anybody that joins that members page will get one free automatically.
And they have the big one there, big in
Aye,
there.
they're two, do you want me? Right,
Right, in case I spill that.
you know I'm clumsy, remember? Like, look at this. That's how big they are. I've got one on the German. See the German beside their advertising board. I put it
Yeah.
before the game finished, so you might see their television
I
next time
love
we're here.
that. I love that one. That's fantastic. I like that one, guys.
Yeah.
Aye.
Where is it? That way.
To be
Is that
fair,
no
An old
class?
70s picture. Who remembers that?
I remember that.
The old
I
style.
remember that.
When people weren't offended. So everybody's wanting a poster. The big ones are ideal. See if you've got a van or a big wall or something you want to put pictures in, put one up and let
I'll
us
take
know.
some for my car tonight.
Aye, just give us a wee message after the show and we'll get them sorted to you. If you join the page, you basically get one free. If no, it's a couple of quid to buy them.
they look good, they look smart. I don't know how well they come across the camera. They look okay to me in the camera, but when you see them here, guys, they're absolutely fantastic.
They are really good, and it mentions the fact that Rangers are 150 years old on it, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
David Stewart lived in Germany for 13 years, great country, lovely people, but we are Rangers fans. Should cut out the RAF, no mention the word, As I say, German fans support Rangers. It's been a wee bit of debate on that recently. I do understand what David Stewart's saying there, and I know some of the German fans laugh about it and don't, but maybe it's time to stop. I can see the funny side to it, but at the same time, maybe it's time to move on. Hope you're well. Mind bumping into you in the Berlin Beer Hall. I think so. Somebody came up and said hello. I do remember you. I think it's when I was
You
talking
can
about-
remember actually. You're
I
just
think
kidding
so,
on there, aren't you?
No, somebody that
That
came
must
up.
have been pre-game.
This is the day before the game. This is a Wednesday we were there.
Uh,
Donna, she's just talking about the
She's-
stickers. They look good.
they look good.
They
They
look
look
good.
fantastic.
What other notes have we got? Anything else we got?
Right, the Rangers.
The ballot. Keep telling us if anybody got successful in the ballot, because we're getting texts with people
Was
saying...
it no saying that it's up to the 6th of May?
Aye, the 6th of May is when it finishes.
Are they doing it by? Sorry, Simon. Are they doing it by like the price of the tickets? So they're doing the first batch.
There's
of the
£40
£50.
ones
Aye,
and there's...
That's a good question, because as far as I know, and I might be wrong with this, nobody seems to know the answer to that. The advice I got was to apply for the dearest ticket possible, because that means
And
that
then
you'll
you're
be
into every
all
one
the ballots.
category. Yes.
And I hope that's good advice, because I'm only wanting 60 quid ones.
If we get to the final, I don't think it's not going to matter too much, is it? There'll be ways and means found
Yeah.
for
I
for
know.
it.
Okay.
Gordon, you want to quickly... we've spoken about what obviously Celtic are saying, that if they win the games in Europe, they can make a potential of 40 million. What did you say last week? Can you remember when you done a breakdown what Rangers could possibly make
Yeah,
if they win the Europa?
If the Rangers were to win Europa, then you're talking, up towards 50 million in total. If you look at this, so again, ticket prices, obviously that's a different argument. But if you look at the games, so we've had 1, 2, 3, last 32, last 16, last 8, last 4, 7 home games. And you're talking between 45 and 50 pound a ticket. You're talking 2 million in gate receipts for each game, so that's 14 million just in the gate receipts. Then you're talking, I think, 2 million for the points you got in the group stages, because it's 250 grand a point, I believe. So that takes it up to 16 million. Then you've got merchandise sales and everything to do with it. Castori bring out a new strip every game or something, don't they? So
Yeah,
you don't know how much you get.
Surprise.
So that's probably going to take up to 19, 20 million. And then you've got then you've got prize money for getting through each stage as well. So as it gets progressively more and more and more. So you're probably talking about another 5 to 6 million for that. It's up to 25, 26 million, and then the final proportion of it is going to be the TV money, whatever that is. Okay, Rangers get less because of the size of Scotland, but
So quick question, right? And I know football's about playing on the park, the enjoyment, but it is important that we know about the finances. Is Thursday night's game the most? Is this the biggest financial game Rangers have ever played in financially?
I think it's a lot bigger than it was in 2008. There's a lot more
Yeah,
prize
I
money
would say.
There's a lot more prize money at stake. Yeah, it's not. I mean, you get to the Champions League final. I mean, it's if you look down south in England, for example, the Championship playoff final, that's worth 120 million. So it's not anything near that. But
No, but Rangers don't play in that. That's what I'm saying.
exactly,
From our point
I
of
would
view.
say that if Rangers get to the final, you're probably talking somewhere between 35 to 40 million. If they win it, you're probably talking somewhere between 45 and 50 million, I think. Because remember, you'll have the upturn in popularity as well. So if Rangers win the Europa League, that's worldwide stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll get everyone all over the world buying tops, etc. So and then you've got the added Super Cup, etc. on top of that as well. So the prize money, etc. for that. So
It keeps going
and
up, basically.
if you take into account absolutely everything, I would say the minimum Rangers would get for winning it would be up 40 million, between 40 and 50 million.
What do you think of that?
Aye.
I'll let him
Can't
work
beat
it
that.
out.
I know, you'll have it just
I don't know the exact details, but and again, I don't know if we could. I could probably research it for when we get to the final, we'll have all the stats.
When
and
we
figures,
get-
But it's interesting. A lot of people say that the Europa Cup is it's nothing like the Champions League. However, if we can do what's now the dream's almost there. If we can do it, it's a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, isn't it half? Isn't it half?
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, the run to the final is probably worth the same as the Scottish team will get in the Champions League next year if they win every single game and got to the quarterfinals.
But there's a question there as well,
It's well
that if
worth
the
it.
two Scottish teams are in the Champions League, we get half that money. Is that right?
Well, that's
I'm sure
next
that is
season.
right.
So if we get to the Champions League, then it's shared, yeah.
Yep. So we would get 20.
Yeah.
Say it's 40
So,
million,
but
right?
Billy,
We get 20.
Yeah, so by the next season, yeah, we are currently talking about Europa League, but next season, I think you're right, yeah, where if there's two Scottish teams in the Champions League, then the money that's allocated to Scotland for competing in that obviously has to get shared between the two.
Aye.
Right, all right, Ricky
Crazy.
Reid, how you
Crazy,
doing?
innit? So, guys, give us a wee phone, let us know what you think is going to happen. It's Thursday night. It's the biggest game
I have faith on
in a
it.
long,
I have
long
I can
time.
feel it in my bones.
All we need is the last 3 digits and you can call the show. Let us know what you think.
I can feel it in my
I've just,
bones,
I hope,
guys.
do you know what? If we don't win it, I'll be absolutely gutted. I will be. I can't help saying that I'll be in tears.
I think because it's at Ibrox, I think they seem to do better when
Aye.
it's at a fight back and it's at Ibrox.
The last time I was at Fiorentina when we qualified, I couldn't breathe. I was so excited when Nacho scored that goal.
That was incredible, and you know,
But having at Ibrox that opportunity,
Yeah.
there's a whole generation of Rangers supporters who've hardly seen Rangers winning anything.
I know.
And now they've got a chance to go Thursday night and she's making history. And my opinion on this now, if people want to tell me they disagree, that's fine. I firmly believe if Rangers Football Club can go to the final and win it, that will be the biggest achievement for
Yep.
any Scottish team ever.
if you look at the amount of games we have
Without
to
a
play,
doubt.
and if you look at the amount of the teams we've had to get through, there's been 6 group games, and then 32, so 6, 12, 14 games to get through at the final now.
Yeah.
And the final will be the 15th. I'll just double check, got the maths right there, but six group games, yeah, playing each other twice. That's 4 teams playing each other twice, 6 games. Last 32, that's 2. Last 16, maybe even more than that actually.
Yeah.
So you're talking, you know, it's you know, a lot of games.
Do you know, it's a big achievement for them and no media has even
Yep.
wrote about it. There's nothing in the media
Well,
to say well done.
Yeah,
and
they had a wee dig the other week there about the big Greek guy came out and says about coming to your cup. That was 55 years ago, right?
I know.
A cup, and it was in but you have to accept it was a great achievement, right? But they won 6 games, was it, or 8 games? I think it was 6 games.
6.
You have to look at that. What Rangers have done to win this has been a lot harder. A lot harder teams. And 10 years ago we were sitting in the fourth
I know.
division, third division,
Uh-huh.
second division,
I know.
coming our way up. People thought we'd never win the Scottish League again. If Rangers win this, it'll be the biggest achievement without doubt for any Scottish team and one of the biggest achievements in world football in my opinion.
Yep.
I honestly believe that. I just hope we can do it. I don't care how we do it. I don't care if
Yeah.
we score in the
Telling
last
you,
minute.
Can feel it in my bones, guys. Can feel it in my
I just-
bones.
I
A couple of comments actually. That's
I really
actually,
think we can do it.
Actually, Rab, a couple of people are right. So Scott White saying mathematician on board. I forget we actually played Malmo twice at the start of the season as well. That was this season. That was this season. Aye, so that's actually more games. So I think we played Malmo. Did we then have to play somebody in a qualifier to get the Europa League, or was it guaranteed Europa League entry?
No, with the game
No.
before it. With the game
So
before it.
Malmo, and then who did we play?
Oh, my memory's terrible now, but
Yeah, so there you go. So that's a good point, guys. So that's
So
another
memory.
4. That'll be another 4 games. So that'll be to get to the Europa League final and play the final. I believe that'll be 19 games in Europe.
Question for you, right? It might be a blonde thing, right? But I seen somebody saying, shame Alfredo's missing it. See if they get through and they get the medals. See, although he ain't playing, does he get one?
Yes, I think if you play a certain
I
proportion of
think
games.
he's played enough games for it.
Yeah.
He get one?
Yeah, so I think you need.
Right.
I don't know the exact
So it was
percentage.
just a blonde
but-
thing.
No, the unfortunate thing about it, I think it'll still happen this anyway, is he's on course to become the record holder of goals in the Europa League. I think he was something like 6 goals off
So
that.
he would still get a medal even though he's not
Yes.
played
Aye,
the final?
but he's
Right,
played,
okay.
he's played enough games to get him to. I think the only thing you can stop it is if Rangers said they'll get, say, like, for example, 25 medals, the winners,
Right.
and then I think Rangers can then address who they
Who
think
do you
gets it.
think gets it?
But I don't think they're then going to turn around and say to
To
you,
get
Alfie, you
no
don't get it.
I think I could be wrong, but I think nowadays as well, I think the club get allocated a certain amount of medals, and then they distribute.
They
That's what I'm
distribute
saying.
them. That's what he said
They
there
get to make a
too.
decision. They get
Yeah.
to make a decision on it. Guys, give us a wee call. Get loads on, massive numbers tonight. We're just short of 200 people watching.
Yep.
People watching throughout the world. It's one of the biggest games coming up, and probably the biggest game. I never thought I'd see Rangers in another final.
We played Alish Kert.
Alish
in the
Kert, that's
quarter-final.
right, aye. I never thought I'd see Rangers back in a final, and that's we're now 90 minutes away from that happening. It's a possibility. We only need to score 1 goal, and it could go into penalties. Give us a call. Let us know if you're coming up. Where you're coming up to watch the game. Let us know your prediction for it. Get involved in the Gers TV. We really want to hear your opinion on it. Whatever you think. My gut feeling. Everybody's seen their gut
I
feeling.
know, can feel it in my bones, honestly.
I think if I've said for day one, right? No, day one. I'm lying. I've said for the last 6 weeks, if Rangers are going to win,
I remember you saying that day one actually. That's right.
if
aye.
Rangers are
What
going
time
to,
is that?
if Rangers are going to win the Europa League, Europa League, I said that they'll have to beat 3 German teams, and I stand by that. My big mate Tony phoned me about an hour and a half ago. Big West Ham man, big Rangers man, apprentice boys in Orange. and he tells me he'd love the game, but he'd hate it because he'd have to cheer West Ham. I think if Rangers are going to win this, I think personally that Rangers will play Frankfurt in the final if they get there, and we'll have to beat 3 German teams. What an accomplishment if Rangers were to beat 3 teams for the Bundesliga.
Fantastic.
One of the
Brilliant.
best leagues in the
Oh,
world,
no.
and Rangers to knock 3 of them out in their arse. Seriously, people talk about how great an achievement.
Yeah.
Looking back, if somebody said you'll get a team in the Bundesliga, the first thing you see is it's going to be hard,
hard,
because
aye.
it's a great level of football. 90 minutes away from getting to that final, I can hardly sleep at night. It's days away, but I'm waking up in the middle of the night and thinking, just get the bloody thing in the
Get
net.
us there.
Get it. I don't care how we get the goal, just do it.
Yeah,
Just do us proud.
Thursday will be Darren Lanigan saying it was 16, but tomorrow Thursday will be our 18th game because we played Malmo twice and we get beat by
17th
Malmo. So
defeat,
this is
yeah,
actually
final.
this is going to be our 18th European tie, and then incredible, absolutely. That's literally when we get to the final, that'll be our 90th game. That's literally half a Scottish season.
Here's Frank Barrett, I got to.
Yep.
Oh, well
Very
done,
good,
Frank.
well done,
Thanks for
Frank.
Australia. How you
So-
doing, pal?
He's my pal first.
Frank, I've always admired you, Frank. I've always thought you're a good-looking stand-up guy.
I'm gonna sound like the fat Greek. All right, mate.
It's good to see Frank's got a ticket for Sandra night, but I don't get you side.
So there is.
I'll let you know how it goes.
We'll call on the show.
It really is. It's good to see people that watch the show not getting the tickets. It's unfortunate when you don't, but it's good to see people getting tickets as well. We want as many Rangers fans to get these tickets. What happens if we don't get the final? I think a lot of Rangers fans will still go to the game.
Yeah, I know.
Just get us over the line,
Frank,
man.
I see you've got an Australian flag. Those flights to Australia are very expensive. We can help you out.
Yeah, definitely can.
Mitch is saying he missed the last final Manchester because his father-in-law's funeral. Never thought we would have a chance to get in the final again. I never thought we would get there. And the thing is as well, Mitch, is a good point you made. A lot of great Rangers supporters have passed away since Manchester 08. And you
Of course,
thought,
yeah.
you know, and there's a whole new generation of Rangers supporters who followed Rangers for thick and thin all over the world.
How
Every
good was
tournament they
Manchester
play in.
though?
And they might have this opportunity. We're 90 minutes away for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Makes it hurt the hairs in the back of your neck go, doesn't
And
it?
that's that. And you know what? If we were to get to the Europa League final again, I'm not saying it makes the last 10 years, good or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
it
what?
makes it a lot
It makes
better.
it-
Yeah.
I tell you what, it makes it even more incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, what would the
And
odds
it
have been on
gets
that?
you
If somebody,
to
if somebody
say
said to you 10 years ago, if somebody says 10 years later, if the Rangers were 10 years, what would the odds be?
Manchester was amazing. Manchester was
Frank
fantastic.
Barnett and Stephen Rennick are now the two best.
Yeah, hot favourites for the show.
The two people the Gers TV have
How you
always.
doing, Stephen?
Usually the two guys we've always admired on here actually.
But guys, gives a wee call. Somebody gives a wee call. The phone number's 01413195230. Gives a wee chat. Talk about the Gers. It's a massive, massive week for Rangers.
In fact, I remember. Do you know what? I remember the way it went down to Manchester. It was
Yeah.
fantastic with the big convoy.
And I think every bridge and every kind of
And there was
underpass bridge
something
in the
on it
motorway,
all the way down,
every
yeah.
single one, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, this is my mate Steve McCormick's been texting me this stuff all week.
Go on, you open it for me.
$12.99 to Faro with Ryanair on the 13th of May. But after that, Stephen, if I'm right here, mate, call on if you want.
Thank you.
Stephen's going, but he said that the buses are only about 10-15 euros, and there's another 10 buses been put on. And I spoke to Bobby Singh, Satty Singsborough for Mr. Sings,
Yes.
on Sunday night when I was drunk, and he said something to me about the place to go is the Algarve. I said, I'll tell you more about it if I get through, but he said to me the Algarve's a good shout. It's not that far,
Is it no?
but everyone's going to Spain,
Yeah.
so going to the Algarve's a good shout.
Well, to be honest, at Manchester, I had to go to Blackpool because I couldn't get anywhere within Manchester.
Aye.
And then they ended up they took the trains off after the football.
My friends and I, we stayed in Runcorn. I think we got a place, in Runcorn, which is about,
It's in between Manchester and Liverpool.
Yeah, I always remember it. We were on the train, and when we got to Manchester, all we seen was the NCP car park sign, and there's a famous Rangers song that has 3 initials. We will join something, and there was a substitution in place, and literally the whole train every carriage started singing we will join the NCP. I do believe the NCP loyal was formed that day.
Right guys, we do a tradition, we do a toast to Her Majesty Queen every week. I think it's appropriate we mention Glasgow Rangers, massive week for us, and dedicate tonight's toast as well as a Queen to Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Belt.
That's the Ben Bracken going. It's another bottle of whiskey going.
Scott Aiken saying that we ended up watching it in a lesbian bar after the screen put down. Well, funnily enough, I went years ago when I don't know we were in.
I was in it.
Funny you say that, Scott.
I've told that story before. I joined the lesbian.
You're actually So we were. I couldn't remember you were there.
Don't tell the full story because I was married at the time.
I'm not going to tell you the full
story. My daughters are watching.
I'm not going to tell you the full story, but obviously we played Malta in 2006, whenever it was.
The night before the game, Celtic played Man United.
And we were in Oslo, and we went to a stand-up bar, and we sneaked in our own drink, and we got it confiscated. Yeah, but we managed to stay there.
And then she told us it was about £7 a pint. The woman told us it was a Lesbian Association of Oslo.
Not only was it a lesbian bar, it was the official Norwegian Lesbian Association club.
So it was full of
It was full of
women in comfortable shoes. They let me join it. If you remember, I sat with them the whole night. They said I can join it.
Well, they actually did think you. They actually thought you were a lesbian woman.
They did say to me that by the end of the night, one of the girls said to me, "You can be a lesbian if you want," and I said, "I'm a lesbian. I'm going for it." So I'm an official member of the lesbian, the Oslo. I don't know if I go back if they remember me. But,
your name must be in the book.
Have you paid your dues?
They'll be after me.
They're probably watching now.
The last time I seen him,
you'll get a letter.
I was arguing with him before I left. I said, "Let's be frank." She went, "You're always frank."
Oh dearie me.
Anyway, back to the.
So there you go. That's if you just fast forward a few weeks to Las Vegas. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
So
no belong, guys.
Guys, if you want to get involved with Gers TV in any way, we've got loads of people in the last few months. As I say, we've got the new deal with the paintings. The paintings are fantastic. Sandra's got a few things she's organised for us. We've got the memorabilia. We're going to have the event in Las Vegas, the first night of NASA. We've done our dinner. There's loads to come. But if you want to get involved, see if you've got any kind of talent in it, like if you're good at writing stories, articles, match reports, or anything you want to get involved in, and you want to help us, there's always room to help. There's no more room on the couch.
There's no more.
Diet starts Monday, right enough. But apart from that, if you want to get involved, it's always good to get.
Cammy and Millie, I've not forgot about you and your advertisement. That'll probably come next week. I never had time this week. Sorry. That was that was next.
Right,
that was maybe what I was talking to you
I know,
about.
but I thought they'd want to
No. It's in case they're watching.
I was actually looking for that comment as well.
Because I'm here, they probably think that'll be advertised tonight, But
and before I forget, a wee shout out to the sponsor just now. We've got
AG Roof and Cladding.
Roofing and cladding. If you want roofing and cladding done, Alan and the boys will do the business for you. And that's how you get hold of them.
Thanks very much for your support.
As I said, Alan, we'll get the picture back up next week of your business, but we'll put Jimmy Bell up there as a wee mark of respect. Guys, 5 minutes to go. We'll take 10 minutes, quarter past, we'll finish.
10 minutes, guys.
There's loads of viewers watching. People are getting involved. Great chat, but it'd be good to hear an article call. If anybody wants to give us a wee call.
Go, Ricky Reid, you're usually good at calling in. Go on, you go.
There you go. 0141 319 5230.
Come on.
Is there any displays planned? I've not really been keeping up to date. Is there any displays planned for Thursday?
They're usually good ones, so they have.
Absolutely. If anyone knows anything,
do good.
Aye, 2 points on that. Something that's really interesting because Gers TV, we spoke about this for about 4 or 5 weeks now, and nobody picked up on it, and every Rangers page is talking about it now, about the Germans playing the game on Monday night. I found out why the game was Monday night. The Sunday was a bank holiday and there was no German football, so they were forced to play it. But so Leipzig basically played on Monday night. They played Borussia Mönchengladbach, which is 508 kilometres away from the Leipzig. So they had to do a 1,000-kilometre return trip. As well as that, they've got 2 games in 3 days, so it's not the ideal preparation. They never played their full team, but they've still got to do the travelling, and I think that they're going to be a wee bit. It's bad enough travelling at the best of times, but I think we were talking about the fact that for weeks that will interfere with them. When they do arrive, it would be unfortunate if the Union Bears found out where they were staying and kept them up all night. But it would be, again, I think they're going to really. I listen to the atmosphere at the the game on Monday night, and they kept commentating on the fact that the Germans saying when they go to Ibrox it's going to be a different ball game.
Yeah.
Ibrox is going to be electric. Everybody
Yeah.
that's going, just go and enjoy yourself. You might never get a chance again.
You never
Because
get that
remember,
feeling.
they are a manufactured artificial team.
Yep.
They are a franchise, and fair play, with money talks, etc. I'm not dissing it in any way. However, they've been to Bayern Munich, but they've been to Dortmund, but they have not experienced such the
Anything
intense
like
atmosphere.
Ibrox.
I mean, I think they look good for qualifying for the Champions League. I think you need to win.
They've only got a couple of games left.
They've
It's very
got
close.
2 games left. It's quite close. However, the Champions League gives them the money that they're looking for. But I think if they're at Ibrox and they get the fright of their life, a few of them might be thinking, is it really... the Braga team folded. When you watch them, their coach folded and they changed their tactics to basically try to kick us off the park. Don't be in any doubt, the Rangers support can push us through this. Anybody that thinks we can't, I can remember back to Parma, I remember Dynamo Kiev, some great games, Leeds United. But this season, the atmosphere has been absolutely outstanding, and Rangers support can push us through. Every player has got a part to play. The Union Bears have no doubt.
They do fantastic. They
they'll have a
do
display on
their
it.
stuff, yeah.
But it's not down to the Union Bears, it's down to everybody.
It's down to
Each and every one of you.
If you've got a flag, a scarf or anything. My pal's coming up, maybe shout out to him because he's watching tonight, I think. My pal is coming from the... I think
How many
there's a
pals
film.
you got?
2. Well, Mitch was saying to me a minute, Mitch came on a minute ago and said my pals, so he's got 3. So if Mitch has got 3 pals, I've got 2 to Vienna.
He used to have 3, but Belgium was a long trip.
So...
You'd have paid your dues, you'd had more pals.
In fact, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to get into too much detail, but I'm pretty sure he was caught sending texts in the bus.
So Franz, I know, I need to tell the story in a minute. Right? I need to tell the story in a minute. So Franz,
Don't mention
anyway,
any names.
Franz from the Vienna True Blues has told me he's going to go for we're going to get a curry and a couple of beers. They're over, the Vienna True Blues guys are fantastic, been following Rangers for years, and they've got great websites and stuff. I need to tell this story, right? Wait till I find the text, give me a second, right? Sometimes you go on European trips, most of the stories shouldn't go any further, but this is really, really funny, so I need to tell it. Right, so, basically, we were staying in Berlin, right? And when we stayed in Berlin, we had, hold on, I need to find this. We were on the bus with guys who are kind of, I'll not go into detail, but guys who are involved with the club, guys with a lot of money and good guys, brilliant Rangers supporters. So, a couple of boys were stranded and they asked if they could get a lift. Older guys, right? I need to find this, hold on 2 seconds. Right, so I found it here, right. So this 2 old guys sat with me and this well-known Rangers supporter's brother who's got a lot of dough. And he said, I'm buying the beers, right? I'm buying the beers, and the old guys are saying, we don't want a beer, right? And I'm buying the beers, so I'll take a beer. And the old guy says to me, he says, I can't drink the alcohol. And I went, you've got red wine there. Aye, that's it. He says, you can't drink anymore. And I went, how? And he went, see them mobile phones, they get me into bother. They cause riots. See, when I'm drinking, I don't cause fights, I cause riots. So, alright, so he doesn't take a drink. So
this is a true story,
so he's
Mary.
drunk, right, but he doesn't take a drink, right? So he goes on the bus and has a swally, right? So he's sending a text, right? So I've got the photo, you can see I'm showing you, right?
Yeah.
You see the photo there, this is the guy stoning, the old boy, right? No knowing that the guys he's arguing, he's taking the mick out of the young team, right? On the bus. So he's sending this text, but he's taking ages to text it, and one of the boys takes a photo of it. So this is a text message. Badger on a bus full of fannies. Unbelievable. Staying calm, right? It's the nicest bus ever. Staying calm.
Nicest bus ever.
Something wrong here. Got a cargo. Gave it to them. Had to give it to them because I can't drink. Right.
And one of the boys in the bus who's seen him doing this took a picture and then passed it down to everyone else in the bus.
So everybody in the bus is going, Badger. So Badger tells us if you have too much to drink, he causes a riot. And these get you into bother.
And he's
Then
literally-
possesses yourself with getting too much to drink.
And sending that.
So the whole bus is singing about this fanny, right? Who are the fannies? And he says, I've been hacked, right? He's holding the phone. He's only just sent it 2 minutes ago. Says, I've been hacked. Right? So he's got summoned in the front of the bus. Right, Badger, right? His pals get summoned in the studio. I'm no Badger. So who Badger? Who is Badger? Right? So Badger comes down and went, it wasn't me. He's got another 2 hours on the bus fees. It must have been the most uncomfortable bus film ever.
basically just been calling every single person on the bus, all Rangers fans,
Yes.
fannies.
Oh, it's hilarious, but it was all good sport. But
Jeez, oh.
he got a wee slag in after that. I think he just realised that what he said to us was right. These get you into trouble, and so did the booze. So if the booze gets you into trouble, don't booze and then
dear.
use one of them, because you
Did
might get caught.
you do Oswald's on Friday there?
No.
Like you were back in time,
I
were
did
you?
get. I did get back in time, but it was 10 to 7, just in time. But Emma went and done it for us. I was knackered, man.
Oh, did Emma do it for you?
Ah,
Good,
shit, I
good.
was knackered. You could have knocked me down with a bag of diarrhea. Anyway, like, last couple of minutes, empty back to phone in 01413195230. What's that? What makes... Somebody might read that? See if we
I'm
understand.
trying to interpret it first. What mate Rangers saying got used bank? Mark, I'm not wanting to sound cheeky, Mark, like that. I'm really not, but I can't. I don't. We're struggling to kind of make out what you're trying to say. So, you know, Rangers
Syllables?
Sport want you like comments on. We'll comment on anything, Mark. If you, I'm actually not being cheeky here, mate. But if you want to resend that with a couple of corrections or. Just let us know what you mean, and
So we can read it properly.
Yeah, and we'll happily talk. Even if it's a criticism, we'll happily say it.
I think what he's saying right is you can only use a bank card to buy food now.
Oh,
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
sorry,
okay.
right, yeah. Actually, Mark, I did. We commented on this about 3 months ago. We did a big 15-minute debate
I think
on
it's
it.
a disgrace.
Sorry, Mark. We get what you mean now.
There's
and
loads of old
you're
people,
right, yeah.
and people like myself that are old style. I grew up with all saying cash is king. Like, cash is king. And then my two daughters, Simone, the worst one, Simone says to me one day, Dad, you're an old fart. And I went, how? She went, you've got money in your pocket. People don't carry money anymore. What do you do? And she went, look, give me my phone. She showed me this thing in the phone, how to do the money. She went, everywhere you go, that's how you pay. So I went to town the next night, went for a meal, and the mum went, cash only. Like, I'm going to strangle you, Simone. But then I went to Ibrox. I took cash the next day. I went to Ibrox for the Saturday game. It was a friendly. I can't remember who we played. And they wouldn't take any cash. They wouldn't take cash. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, Mark, I'll tell you exactly why I spoke about it, because it was a home game about 3 months ago, and I queued up to get the usual kind of pie and cup of tea at half time. And it was a 10-minute queue, whatever it was. You get right down to the front, and then there's no signs up.
Apparently, they're not. This is
There is no signs. There is no signs.
They're not allowed to tell you, apparently.
Yeah, they're not allowed. It's a health and safety to put signs up. Because I spoke to one of the so-called managers. So the guy at the counter said, "Listen, that kiosk over there is cash." So I went back that side, queued up again for another 5 minutes, right down at the front. He said it's card only.
Oh.
Right. So Mark, this is why we spoke about it. A wee while ago, Mark, because I was up quite, and then I grabbed but I spoke to one of the people walking past, and I said, "Listen, it's fair enough if it's card only, right? But can you not let people know that?" Right?
Yeah,
the guy goes, the guy actually said, "I suggested that, but we're not allowed." And I said, "Why not?" And he says, "It's a health and safety issue with having to blue tack paper signs to a wall."
Oh, rubbish.
I know,
Absolute
absolute rubbish. So Mark, yeah, so we did speak about this several weeks ago, and I
find it incredible. Seriously, you just want to buy £5 or £10
nothing worse than
worth.
standing in a queue, getting right to this, and you go.
Yeah, you want to get Rangers money.
So you can pay with cash in the Copeland Rear, but that's no good if you're in the government.
I'm in a Copeland Rear. I'm all
there
right
you go.
then.
You're not right.
I'm in the main stone.
Well, Sandra, you can go back to the government. You can get the government.
Here's your order.
We can get you
Pass it back.
full time.
The last time it happened to me, right, it's probably the only time in my life when I had to walk up the stairs and they were singing "Who didn't eat all the pies?"
So Catherine Rainey of Ridiculous signs it, and the genuine hand on heart, the reason I was told for it was because it was a health and safety issue. And the guy, we looked at each other, and he burst out laughing a bit, and I burst out laughing, and I had to walk away because I couldn't. I didn't want to slag Rangers off. I didn't want to slag this guy off because he's obviously giving me the truth.
Yeah, enclosure card
Closures
only.
card
I
only.
mean, a silly question here, but how can you pay for cash in the Copeland Rear, but you can't pay for everybody else? I really doesn't. Some of the things Rangers do don't make
I
sense.
must think the Copeland's only go pennies.
I was raging because I'd done the same as Gordon. I queued all the way there, and I was like, the guy, I've got a tenner. I'm all about a steak pie and a bovril, and he's like, but you're not getting it.
Did they accept cash in the lesbian bar?
There was no cards in these days. There was just...
I don't think there was no cards in those days. It was 2006. It wasn't 1931.
I can't remember, to be fair. No comment. It didn't happen.
What?
Use green
Use
tack.
green?
Yeah, possibly.
Alright,
could have.
definitely.
But blue tack's blue tack. No, you know what I mean?
No matter what colour it is.
They might have ended up in a sticky position.
That's a whiskey.
Is that Ben Brackett?
No wonder no one's calling in after Carol's call with your partner.
Aye.
Am I making this up? They can't refuse
Refuse
cash. Aye,
cash.
Stephen. No, that's what I'm saying. They refused me in Gordon as well. They told me even if
Yeah.
I gave them the exact money. I said, what if I give you the tenner and it's like £2 change? I said, just take your tenner. No, well, no, because
Not
where
allowed.
he said, where do we put it? And I said, in the till. Oh, aye, but we can't put it in the till because there's no other money in the till.
But the problem is, no offence to these guys, right? But they're contracted with agencies. They do 2 hours a week. They get paid. They
0
get paid
hours
absolute
contract.
0 hours a contract. You're right, Sandra. Absolute minimum wage. They're not Rangers. They don't care.
Right, I've got a
And,
solution.
What's the
I'm
solution?
looking for a solution and it's quite simple.
Right.
You bring back the cheesy meat ham roll, man. For the 80s, right? Cheesy
Right.
meat ham rolls. But they walked about every store and they walked about with his wee bag. Cheesy meat rolls, corn mutton. Macaron, tune bars, all that.
Remember that?
Cans of ginger. You gave him 50p. You got a wee roll that him and his missus had made up 3 days before it.
Aye.
3 or 4 days
It
before it.
tastes better than what they're getting
And
for
you're like,
now.
that looks like the ones you had on Saturday. That was the one you had on Saturday. You're not getting your
They're
money
in
back.
the freezer.
He never had the machine right. The macaroon man was the man. Right? Everybody that's over about 30-year-old
Bring
remembers.
back a macaron.
Bring
man.
back the macaroon man. There was no health and safety. If you were out
It's
for a week,
a little bit before my time, I believe. I'm trying to that.
even away games, you were on the train. The macaroon man would turn up with his big, it one big bag that a never-ending supply
That's
of cheesy
right.
meat rolls.
It's like the
Cheesy
man
meat-
that shouts, walked.
Aye.
It's like,
cheesy meat roll. When you go that much at £1, you give him £1. You see if you give him £5, there's no change. There's none of that change. It's just
Aye.
that's
the
you.
brown,
Right?
the brown sports bag.
Exact change only.
Yeah, a quick story about it, right? We were in the Rangers club one day, right? And my mate Tam says to me, I know him, right? And all that. What? And he went, and this old guy been looking for an hour. So the old guy comes in and he went, you alright? And he went, I know you. I said, I can't think who you are. And he went, are you the cheesy meat roll man? And he went, aye. He says, David Murray put me out of business. Oh, we were howling. David Murray put me out of business. Oh,
He's got a lot to
my
answer for.
goodness.
He's got a lot to
Oh my
answer for, David Murray.
goodness. How did he get them into the Eastern Closure?
no, Scott, the thing is, he just took a big bag of food in him.
I know.
And every football ground had it, but this guy went to every Rangers game,
Chocolate's
him
so
and his
good.
pal, and it's just literally a never-ending supply. All the people don't, the older ones will know what I'm
I
talking
know.
about. Paul, this cheesy meat, you didn't get a choice of ham or chicken in it, just cheesy meat roll. Cheesy meat roll with the old stork.
That's right. That's stork.
You're sitting with your can of ginger.
Thank God you managed to say that right.
And the other thing is, nobody ever even bothered with the macaroon bar, but you bought the
Remember
macaroon bar
that.
because you shouted macaroon bar as well, so
That's right.
you're sitting going like, the game's absolutely garbage. Macaroon bar, where did he come from? She's my fright. Spearmint chewing gum.
Spearmint chewing gum, chocolates.
Cheesy meat rolls. And you give the guy a couple of quid, they change back and away he went.
Was this an official seller?
No,
or was
just-
it-
No,
No,
this is
he ran his
somebody
own business.
chancing it.
So you
Oh, that's quite good. He's obviously just spent the night
think he'll
before.
know what I'm talking about. Cheesy meat roll, man. Bring him back and that gets rid of all the problems. Health and safety. You didn't go back to health and safety. You just accepted the fact that you were out for a week.
That sounds horrendous.
Get your spearmint sugar. See that? Remember it? It was the same wee shout every week. Get a spearmint macaroon bars. You're getting beat. I'll tell you about Davey and macaroon.
Sounds like a business opportunity.
Remember it. There you go. I think you say remember it as well. Sounds great. It was like chewing gum macaroon.
They were the days. They were the days.
There you go. In Cuba, they have guys on the train selling cups of coffee, but they have no cups. Who's going to? Come on, so you.
Get your spearmint.
I don't understand.
So I think it means you bring your own cup.
Right.
Is that? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
assuming that is what it means.
It seems like this guy's missing a trick.
Right. Why not
Jump
say
in the
it?
bandwagon.
Why don't you become the cup man?
Aye.
Follow him.
You get
Put a bit of thought into that, Billy.
get your coffee for £1, your cup for 50 pence.
Now, see if Rangers are watching this, they'd be going like that. We could do that with a Bovril. You got a Bovril, but you never brought your own cup.
If Castori's watching, they'll probably bring out a strip.
Aye, we're a couple
The
of
back and the back.
Yeah, I know.
Great days. Couple of results coming in, guys, before we finish up. Last chance to phone the show. It's 01413195230.
5-2-3-0.
What's the results that have came in there? I can't still
Liverpool have scored
So Liverpool's going through now.
at the moment, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're through.
8 minutes to go.
Yep.
No, it's about 20 minutes to go. I
20
think.
minutes to go.
25 minutes to go, sorry.
3-2 to
Uh,
Liverpool as an
3-2.
aggregate.
Big games in Scotland. Montrose 1, Airdrie 0. Arran 1, Forfar 0. Edinburgh City 3, Dumbarton 1. There you go. And
Macaroon.
Partick Thistle 1, Inverness 2's final score.
Scotty Casey, they actually like the
I quite
macaroon
like
bars.
that
Made with
macaroon.
potatoes.
I know.
Ah,
I know.
fantastic. Great days. Yes, but you don't think you'd need to bring a cup with you to get a drink? That's the thing, that is a good point.
You would after the first one.
You would know.
Well,
Can you put it in a bag as a health and
Aye.
safety, or does he put it anywhere you want?
it would slip through your fingers otherwise. Do you know what I mean? You probably need a
64
Game
minutes
64
into the
minutes
game,
so far.
guys. I think we'll just wrap up with that, guys. If anybody can
Yeah.
get anything else about to mention quickly.
on Billy's, bombshell with the guy in Cuba. I think that's more than enough.
I'll just finish up, guys. We have a membership. If anybody wants to get involved in it, this is the last week to win Scotty Arfield's signed Rangers jersey, and after that it's a Walter Smith framed picture. It's fantastic. It took 10 weeks to paint the moustache. That is not a joke. I spoke to the artist and he told me 10 weeks to paint the moustache. That's how good a picture this is. It's $2.99 a month once you've joined one stitch you on the membership roll. Never braved a role, but I loved them.
And remember, AG Roof and Cladding as our sponsor.
Yes,
Yep.
thanks for your support.
And guys, and tonight's show was dedicated to Rangers kitman and legend
Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Bell. Guys, we'll be back next week, hopefully in the final of the Europa Cup.
Definitely in the final
Yeah.
of.
I'm very confident we
We
will
hope
be.
Right.
everywhere all over the world enjoys the game on Thursday. We're confident getting the result.
And always remember, guys,
We are
the
the
people.
people.
I have been lucky in those who were around me from the boardroom to the dressing room. In times of stress, their unstinted support, unbroken devotion to our club, and calmness in adversity eased the task of making Rangers Football Club the premier club in this country. To be a Ranger is to sense the sacred trust of upholding all that such a name means in this shrine of football. They must be true in their conception of what the Ibrox tradition seeks from them. No true Ranger has ever failed in the tradition set him. Our very success, gained you will agree by skill, will draw more people than ever to see it, and that will benefit many more clubs than Rangers. Let the others come after us. We welcome the chase. It is healthy for us. We will never hide from it. Never fear. Inevitably, we shall have our years of failure, and when they arrive, we must reveal tolerance and sanity. No matter the days of anxiety that come our way, we shall emerge stronger because of the trials to be overcome. That has been the philosophy of the Rangers since the days of the gallant pioneers.